Good afternoon, Mr. Jeff Bond. This is Joe. Hey, that was an interesting conundrum there. We were unable to duplicate it, so we really think it's cache on your side when you shared that or whomever shared it. And that happens with me a lot because of the admin access that I have with a lot of systems. Sometimes if I share a link or post something or cross post something, it shows my view, right? So sometimes it's got to be careful, and that's just because of what your system's used to recognizing because of your access, even though you weren't logged in. It's called cache. You should clear out your cache or do a different browser. What I typically do, just so you know, just to know I'm on the safe side, if you go to settings here, when you're on your Google Chrome, and you can type in cache right in here, right? And browsing data, you go there and like, see, I cleaned out browsing data. I had 8,000 files in there, and in here, 1 megabyte of cache, right? And I just did it because it just kind of cleans up everything I have access to and look at so that people don't see what I see. And the reason why I'm even saying this, Mr. Bond, is because the rule for that to be blocked when you just come to this page is there, and it does work. Let's test it because we're not sure why that happened to you because we couldn't replicate it. We didn't have to put in get trade jobs. I forgot. I cleared my cache. I didn't remember it all. Everybody likes to have everything memorized and stored. You don't need to clear your passwords, but you can clear your pages and browsing history, right? Your cache and your browsing history. So I just went to incognito window, which doesn't really use a user. It's kind of like a, out by itself. I click jobs. There it is. I click the button or click it. You can see that it's blank. And the only way I can get to that is, I've got to do this thingy. And then, so if I were to share this link, you can see this link does not have all of that extension stuff. We're pretty sure that that is all your admin caching because that's the customary thing. When you log in, you like to be able to go and do approval and etc. And it goes pretty quick. People don't like to have to log in all the time, right? So in this case, because you have admin status and you're used to using that logging in, even if you were not logged in and you shared it, the system is picking up your history on that shared link. So how do I know this to be true? Let's drop this incognito. Let's go over to the Facebook. Same link. Nobody's edited or did anything. It's still there. Same link. And it's the shorter version. But now it is pulling, because all we did was clear cache. It's pulling the actual one. Same thing, right? So we're good. I mean, there it is, But I really appreciate you bringing it to our attention because we always want to make sure we're debugging. But there's not any issues, fail safe, nothing happened. It's really more the user end. And that happens to me a lot because I could be doing a presentation sometimes and I'll go and log in and to systems that I'm trying to show on the screen. And I have to be careful. I should be in a different browser so to eliminate that, my normal history. Or many times I have to just go clear cache before I do presentations so that I'm not showing some back-end data or private data or admin data that just doesn't need to be seen publicly. Does that make sense? And in this case, that would be contact information, right? But it works great, man. This site is just such a kick-ass site. It does a lot of cool stuff, but it's also very involved, so be careful. Love that you're sharing the job post. That's a great idea. I might have did it a little differently the way I'm looking at it, but we want you to be able to use it as you feel free to. And when we catch little things like that, it's good to have these conversations. So you might try clearing your cache, maybe not your browsing history so you don't lose all your logins before you share links like that the next time, or whomever did it for you, so that way we don't have an issue of them seeing your views, which seems to be what the problem was. We're unable to duplicate it. But we double check the systems, we double check the software and the coding and the rules that are there to block people that are not registered to contact information to an employer. All right. Thanks so much, sir.